In 2018, Dakar would learn a new name, that of Hennie de Klerk, who had set himself the goal of entering, racing, and completing his first ever Dakar. The stakes would be high, with 2018 set out to be one of the toughest routes yet. Starting in Peru with week number 1 all about desert racing. Then, week number 2 started out with the extremely long endurance stages, with tough, high-altitude conditions and extreme navigation testing driver, co-driver and vehicle alike. The opening week saw all drivers and crews start in Peru, but arriving in Peru was just one part of the journey. It all began 1 year ago. Hennie de Klerk had qualified to race in the 2018 Dakar by winning the Dakar Challenge at the 2017 Toyota Desert 1000. After that, it was all about preparation to take on the Dakar. After eventually arriving on the opening stages of the Dakar, it was up to de Klerk now to get the job done. The first week definitely had its challenges, with each stage offering a steep learning curve. The relationship between the team and the Dakar was still in its infancy. But week number 1 had an early wake-up call for de Klerk as well.
Hennie had a light rollover on the slip face, which damaged the windscreen and the roof of the vehicle, so we had to get it back to the pits urgently and get it sorted. Obviously gave us all like a big fright, and showed us that how challenging the conditions are here. So we were nearly out before we started.
After his early race problems, de Klerk seemed to knuckle down and really get himself into the groove. At the end of the first week, he was the man leading the way in the rookie charge.
We had our challenges in the dunes. We got stuck a few days ago in that one big dune section for more than 3 hours, which is not great, but that's Dakar. It builds character, and we'll take it from here onwards.
After surviving and showing strong form in week number 1, the pairing of Hennie de Klerk along with co-driver Gerhard Schutte headed into week number 2 for the second challenge of the Dakar, survival. The endurance stages nearly put an end to the TreasuryONE entry, but somehow the SA pairing kept moving on forwards. The final stages would have been the most trying and demanding, as it was now a pure survival event. As the finish of the final stage came into view, de Klerk and Schutte would be able, for the first time in 2 weeks and a full year of preparation, to start knowing what it felt like to complete the Dakar. Not only a high finish, but also winning the Rookie Challenge as the highest placed newcomer. De Klerk had more than surpassed his goals and can now put his name in amongst the rest of the elite as a Dakar hero.